Hey, hi, it's me again. It's been a while since I've uploaded a YouTube video, so how are you all doing? With the whole, coronavirus throughout the entire world and pretty much almost everyone's on lockdown, or the state. I can assure you I don't have any coronavirus. I'm not in quarantine, but lockdown-ish, so hope you're all doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Thank you so much for asking. I don't know, I'm just kidding. It's just boring. Very boring. Doing a lot of crappy schoolwork, stuff like that. I got put into a program that I really hate, and my dad forced me to do it because he thinks I don't have any future. I don't think he has a mind. Whatever. So, with that being said, since you're all stuck at home, so am I, like most of the world is, I thought, since I have something, and I just picked this up, I went to Walgreens, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they have that. And what they have, so cool. Okay, let me be honest. I know what Minimates are. I played with them before, but I haven't done a video on these particular sets, packs. I'm not even sure. Oh, and it even says Walgreens exclusive. There's a sticker on it. That's cool. So maybe it's only exclusive to Walgreens, so I probably got really lucky and picked these up. Marvel Minimates. Kang the Conqueror. Wow, there's a really bad reflection there. I don't even know how to get rid of that. Yeah. I swear, I'm like, they're pretty dark, and I'm getting out now light or whatever, but maybe it's because of the packaging. And Miss Marvel. Yeah, this might as well be a very, very old pack, I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. It's probably been out for a while. But, anyways, here's the exciting part. Yay. I, whipped up some of my own money, and when I was at Walgreens, this is what I saw. Yay! Black Widow movie Minimates, based on the Black Widow movie. That's also, unfortunately to say, been delayed due to the coronavirus. Yeah, I don't think this is working out for anyone. It did save me from failing my class, which I ended up failing anyways. And I had to study that week, so I couldn't go to Fantastic Con like I wanted to go to, but that also got canceled because COVID-19, of course. So this is going to be interesting to put in the history books, but anyways. These are the Black Widow movie Minimates. And now I'm going to open them up and review them. Anyways. Whew. Oh, this looks awesome. Sorry, I just can't help myself. Yelena Belova, if I'm pronouncing her name right. I think she's a sister to Black Widow. Again, I'm not like, I don't know about Black Widow too much unless it's the character, of course. I don't know any of her side characters too much. I do know, however, Red Guardian is one of the members of the Winter Guard, which is the Russian Avengers superhero team, which consists of dang it, what's his name? The giant bear. Oh yeah, Ursa Major. And a few other members. Oh, the Crimson Dynamo, who's a common Iron Man villain, of course. And a few other members, which hopefully maybe there'll be a cool Black Widow post-credit scene with the Winter Guard assembling, because I believe they did do battle, of course, with the Avengers, because they had differences. But I believe they also did help, the Winter Guard help fight Kang the Conqueror and in the comics, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's Red Guardian. AK, if you also don't know, that's Black Widow's ex-husband. Yeah, that's a little weird. Hopefully they don't go with that. They maybe retcon that for the movie, because that's gonna start a lot of weird controversy for the movie, you know. Yeah, and these are common enemies of Black Widow, of course, but it's a weird story that even I can't explain. But they've been friends, they've been enemies, frenemies, I guess you can say. Like Yelena Belova, I believe that's Black Widow's sister, or like she's kind of like a sister to her, but she hates her. She kind of like envies her, but she also helps her in weird ways. Same with Red Guardian. So, enough for that one. Now for the real main characters. I mean, Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, if I'm pronouncing those names right, I swear, are really cool characters too. I believe the Iron Maiden is supposed to probably show up in the movie, but we don't have any figures, Minimates for that yet. And I do believe it is rumored Iron Man is supposed to make an appearance, but again, that's a rumor, maybe a cameo. He might show up in the movie. I mean, could happen. I mean, this does take place after Civil War, so there's definitely that possibility. Anyways, the real Minimates, which is so cool. Black Widow. Okay, the Natasha Romanoff Black Widow, because I do believe in the comics Yelena Belova does become the next Black Widow. I'm not sure if that's the case for the movie, but it could be, and that's probably why she's getting her own solo, and to introduce new characters like the Red Guardian, possibly Crimson Dynamo. It'd be interesting. I would think that'd be pretty cool if they can introduce the Crimson Dynamo into the movie, because he is a common Iron Man villain, and I don't know, there's not going to be a lot of Iron Man villains out there, because there's not going to be a lot of Iron Man movies out there. The Red Guardian, I believe he did fight Captain America. He is like a bootleg Captain America. Pretty much a ripoff of Captain America. I believe he trained with U.S. Agent, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's a whole nother story or realm or thing. Let's just not go that far, because this is not... I'm not, like, certain about all of this stuff. Some of it, but not all of it. But that's what I believe. I have a bunch of Comic-Con nerd friends that are really nice, and they kind of tell me some of this information, but they're like an encyclopedia. You don't even have to Wikipedia or Google anything. You just, like, ask them, and they'll have the answer right there. Like, just ask them, like, Siri, and then, like, boom, millisecond, they'll have an answer for you. It's amazing. Anyways, Taskmaster, the super villain who has the photographic reflexes, and he can, if he can just watch movements being made and execute them flawlessly with perfection. So he's gonna be a pretty interesting foe for Black Widow. I didn't even mean to rhyme there, that just happened. But yes. And many villains, many heroes have gotten against Taskmaster in the comics, so hopefully they don't really just kill him off in the movie. I believe Moon Knight, who is supposed to get his own mini-series, just like Miss Marvel. I can't wait for the Miss Marvel mini-series. That's going to be pretty cool. They're all going to get their own mini-series in the Disney Plus streaming service. So... yeah, that'd be interesting. So, anyways, Moon Knight, I believe, also battled Taskmaster, if I'm, again, not mistaken. Again, this is Wikipedia, and sometimes this is my friends I ask, so it's a combination of those resources, so I wouldn't say if they're 100% reliable, but I'm almost certain on it. And I don't see anything wrong with Moon Knight and Taskmaster pretty much going head-to-head. That'd be kind of nice, and instead of just, like, killing off all the big baddies and main villains in the superhero movies, like Ultron and Thanos and whatever, stuff like that, like, reuse them, hopefully, in the future, because I'm pretty sure the Avengers tussled with Thanos and Ultron a lot more than just one time or twice. So yeah, they're pretty big main bads in the comics, of course. Especially Kang the Conqueror, which is, I believe, a Fantastic Four villain, and wasn't able to use... didn't have the rights to use of that villain in the comics, or the movie, of course. I meant the movie, actually, not just the comics. I believe they have the rights for the comics, but not the movie, since this villain belonged to the Fantastic Four. So now, hopefully, in the next phase of movies... I don't even know what phase it is. Is it like phase 4, phase 5? I don't go by phases. I just go by, like, what movie is next? Like the Black Widow movie. Can't wait for it. Also can't wait for the Eternals. That looks pretty good, too. I mean, who's not going to be excited about that? Also can't wait for Black Knight to make his debut. Hopefully they don't just, like, kill him off right away and, like what they did in Quicksilver and Age of Ultron. I'm sorry. I just can't agree with that. Like, maybe... I honestly, I don't understand why they killed him off. Maybe it's because of the weird conflict of 20th Century Fox and Marvel having rights to Quicksilver, which... I don't agree with them killing him off in the movie he just first debuted in. That's, like, pretty sad. Especially, I kind of liked that version of Quicksilver better. Sorry. I know it's maybe not a popular opinion, and to be fair, I haven't seen any of the X-Men movies. So I just don't like how that Quicksilver looks. Attire-wise, maybe he's a better superhero, but I just like how the Quicksilver in the MCU looks better than just the guy with the goggles and the white hair. I don't know. He looks like he's just running the marathon or something. He just looks really weird when he runs. Speaking of people weird when they run, have you seen The Flash in the DCU? I know this is a complete other superhero universe, but have you seen The Flash run in the movies? You can't unsee it. Okay, enough of that. Sorry to trail on. I don't even know where I was going. Sometimes I just trail on and I can't help myself. But I'm gonna first review the Kang the Conqueror, and Miss Marvel Minimates. And of course, I forgot to say this in case I'm just throwing this out there in case anyone doesn't know. Kang the Conqueror is a time traveler. So he has time travel abilities and a vast knowledge of technology of the future, of course. So that much I do know. And Miss Marvel has shape-shifting abilities and a healing factor. So she can shape-shift her body. I thought for a while she had Mr. Fantastic's powers, but no, she has like full-on shape-shifting abilities. So that's pretty cool. So let me get on that right now. Actually, when I was just about to open this, I realized there's actually bios in the back of them. Black Widow Minimates do not have those, but I can read off the one I was about to do. Kang the Conqueror and Miss Marvel. Kang the Conqueror. Kang is a time-traveling warlord. Okay, I didn't know he was a warlord. From the 30th century, who finds himself repeatedly embroiled in conflict with the 21st century Avengers. Yep, knew that much. Of course, I forgot to mention this, in case you didn't know. Miss Marvel is an Inhuman, and I believe she's one of the first Inhumans to join the Avengers. Exposed to the Terrigen Mists, Inhuman high schooler Kamala Kahn gains the ability to shapeshift and decides to become one of the superheroes she idolizes, which is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was originally called Miss Marvel in the comics, but due to name confliction, especially Captain Marvel also being... There's also another Captain Marvel in the DC universe, which is now known as Shazam, so I go by him as Shazam, Captain Marvel as Carol Danvers and Miss Marvel as Kamala Khan to make things a lot more easier to me. So I don't know why people say, oh, Captain Marvel, and I just assume, you know, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. But no, I'm talking about Shazam. It's like, stop, that's confusing. Or then the same as Marvel. I'm like, oh, Miss Marvel, you mean Kamala Khan? No. I'm talking about Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. I'm like, Carol Danvers. Like, no. Just, never mind. So yeah, that's their bios. Now I'm going to open this up. Alright, now I have taken the tape off. Let's pull these out of the box. Oh, it comes with a little plastic sleeve. It's cool. Oh, something came out. Look at that later. Here is the figures. King the Conqueror and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel. Out of the packaging. It's nice. Let's see what this has to say. Ooh, this looks cool. I feel like a little poster I can put in my room. Neato. Figures here from Captain America Civil War. I believe some X-Men. Ant-Man. Oh, I think these are more Civil War figures. Yep, there's tons of Civil War figures. Oh, Age of Ultron versus Villain Zombies box. Interesting. Hulk Through the Ages. Deadly Foes of Spider-Man. Ooh, a lot of good stuff in here. See? And this is the back. This could be really good for a poster, I think. And, some of these figures on the back. I don't know what they're for, though. Oh, Secret Wars figures. Nice. I'm just going over that really, real quick. You know? There.